audio. Check one, check two, check three, check four.
Turn it on.
Hello? Hello? We're supposed to put it
It's
on.
all them upstairs.
Hello. Okay, so now we have to do a thing. Hello?
Hello.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Hello, hello? Goodbye. Hold on. What do you do? I was gonna like put this as last. Connect the room here.
I was gonna send you a note when I was going to, where did I go?
Oh, yeah, especially because your events. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't have the name tag.
Right.
I don't want to keep saying names.
What was the event?
The hope, the new hope.
The housing place in,
Things like that. Didn't happen on the go anyway. Yeah. I talked myself out of it really,
yeah.
really.
Maria.
Hey, Maria.
Oh, shoot. Okay, Miss Molly. I'll give Molly a second.
Tiana online.
Tiana was gonna hop on virtually maybe. And the bell. Hello. How are you? Come sit up here with us. You missed it. Shay's here. You can, yeah, wherever. Hi. Nice to see you. Okay. Molly, just so you know, the thing has a thing, and you'll have to turn it on when you talk. Just
How do you
so
turn it on?
What? It's on already, but you have an on button on the end, so your light should be green. You're on.
Oh, okay.
Well, now I'm mad that I'm not there.
Ha ha.
Ha
Good evening. My name is Susan Ing. I'm the chair of the Monroe County Women's Commission. I'm going to call this meeting to order. This commission shall serve in an advisory role to assist residents, businesses, and the government of Monroe County in addressing issues of gender equity in all aspects of society. The mission is to advance the status of women in all areas of county life and to champion women's contributions to local culture and society. I am going, let's do quick introductions because not everybody knows everybody here. You know me, I'm Susan, and I'll go to you.
I'm Jennifer Belton.
Kathleen Sobiak. Julie Hardesty.
I'm Cheryl George. I'm on the city.
Here, you're gonna have to talk into the thingy-me-doo-doo. No, there's a switch on the top.
Like this?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm Shayla George. I am on the city's commission on the status of women.
And we have Maria online, which you know, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so she's on the Bloomington status of women, and we were talking about it the other day about repping. So anyway, very nice. We had agenda minutes sent out, right? Everyone have a
Do approval
chance?
of the agenda here? That's
What?
the first thing on the agenda is the approval of this agenda?
What?
Do you have the agenda?
Thank you. I just started to pull it up,
Okay,
and then I got sidetracked.
okay. Yes, minutes were sent out for the last meeting as well, so.
Oh, yeah, well, wait, it has the approval, right?
The first step is the approval of today's agenda.
Oh,
right?
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We've all seen the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda for today?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
A second.
I have to do a roll call. Maria,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yep.
Kathleen,
Yeah, here.
Julie,
Yes.
Molly, Susan, yes. Motion passed, or agenda approved. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes which were sent out?
I do have one thing that I realized. We've got voting members. Our number is 7 now instead of 6. And the minutes said that our voting numbers were 6. So I do want to edit that. And does that change our quorum? Is our quorum still 4?
Quorums of 4.
Quorum is still 4? Okay. That's the only thing I've got is to update that.
Okay. I have a motion to approve the minutes with that adjustment.
Motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
A second.
Jennifer? Oh, we're voting, sorry. We'll do a vote.
Aye.
Kathleen?
I abstain. I wasn't at that one, I don't think.
Julie?
Yes.
Molly? Maria?
Yes.
Susan, yes. Minutes approved with that adjustment. Commissioner updates. The only update that I have was from, and I don't know if anybody else has more information than what I have, was that, and I should forward it, I guess, to the other subcommittee, but is Ashley Hazelrig reached out to me to ask me, she's writing on behalf of the Tau Kappa Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha. They'll be hosting a Black Women's Empowerment event in June. She's writing to inquire about potential sponsorship opportunities with the Women's Commission. We would be seeking any dollar amount, et cetera, to assist with securing a location and other event expenses. They will be keynote speaker, musical selections, and exercises to uplift and encourage self-love in our target audience of Black women and girls in our community. So I did reach back out to her, told her we were having our meeting this week. However, that we should know that our, usually we can't give money. I don't know that for sure. I mean, I think I could request money, but I don't know anything about that. And I just thought I would bring it here and see if anybody had any thoughts, or maybe we could offer some kind of other kind of, that changed it. Any kind of other support for them?
So they do need money for support for the
That's what
event?
it says.
Okay.
What day was that? What day was the event?
She didn't say the date.
Does Shay know?
What?
Does Shay know?
No.
And there's
No.
not a date. Okay. So we don't have any money. I mean, you know, we can, the budgets are, you know, are the budgets. The money that we do have is for the Women's Commission's coding camp or whatever we're calling it now. And can we offer Ashley or the Status on Women sweat equity as far as, you know, we can volunteer, help with whatever they need help with, directing traffic, check-in, that sort of thing?
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea. I mean, I would certainly be happy to help them find donations if they needed it outside, but, yeah, I will definitely offer sweat equity if everyone is.
What's the event called again?
What is it called? It doesn't say specifically, Ashley called it the Black Women's Empowerment Event in June.
June, okay. That should be fine for me.
I mean, I will definitely, yeah, I mean, and I'll write her and ask her for more details and tell her that we are happy to offer sweat equity, so.
And I will go in attendance to represent.
Yeah. Okay. That
Where is she from? I didn't catch it.
Ashley she's still on the status?
Yeah.
She used to be on the Bloomington Commission for the Status of Women.
She is. She
And she
is.
used to be one of our liaisons, so.
But is this event being put on
By the Alpha Kappa, no, it's the sorority.
Oh.
Alpha Kappa Alpha. Alpha Kappa?
AKA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. I was glad she asked. That's nice.
Yeah, if the date works, then I'd be happy to volunteer as well, so. yeah.
Okay. I will let them know. Okay, that's all I have. Maria, do you have anything?
You know I do. But do you want to talk about the conversation that I had with Penny?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we did meet with Penny during office hours and there was some quite technical difficulties. I got to sit and watch the whole meeting online. I never even got into the meeting. I don't know what was happening. So
But it was you
Maria
and Maria?
did all the work. What?
It was you and Maria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Maria.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
No.
I talk too much. I get sick of myself. Okay.
Me?
So if I recall correctly, yeah, well, I needed her to make note and she agreed about the IU saying that having a girls coding camp was discriminatory and how disappointed that we were that the commissioners did not push back on that and do work in line with their mission, because clearly, you know, like there's no such thing as reverse racism. Like we're not discriminating against boys because they have their stuff already. And she said she understood that. I watched the next commissioners meeting because I hoped that she might have said something about that, but she did not. We also talked about who our governing body is. Like, remember how I was all up in arms about who's our governing body last meeting? And it is the commissioners. The council is only over like 2 large commissions that have to do with a lot with financing, with the finances. So the commissioners are our governing body. I don't know why did I take notes? I don't know why I didn't take good notes. That's weird. Um, what else were we asking her?
We asked her about the role of Molly and about the conversation with Angie.
Angie, yes, we did ask her about it and we let her know what our documented conversations over email have been like, as far as saying stuff like, we don't do business this way, and then just not responding when I asked, well, what does that mean? And how do we do business, and things like that. So she just basically, took note of things, and I guess there wasn't a call to action, which I apologize, I did not have the eye for that. I know I took notes somewhere, but it's not here with me right this minute.
It was, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I remember we talked about.
Okay.
It was a pretty, I mean, and it was a long, I don't know, it took us probably 20 minutes to get the conversation started from when because no one was even on office hours at first. And Maria called people to get someone on office hours, and there was some struggle with some technology with the office hours, so it did take us a while, but I would say easily 30-minute conversation, right?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and I just was emphasizing with her. I said, listen, I said, I understand that, the commission, the Women's Commission has, there's been many iterations of the Women's Commission. Some people were workers, some weren't, some were just, like the name. I said, believe you me, we are workers and we are here to do stuff. And it's just, that's another thing I asked for her. I asked the process of trying to get things done. I said, I want to be clear so we can get things done. Sometimes things happen, that need a timely response, that needs an immediate response from somebody, with the gender equity lens. And so probably we should go back and follow up on at least that part. Julie, will you put that as an action item, and then we can, Susan and I will get that scheduled, please?
Yes, so you're wanting to talk with the commissioners again about how it gets flagged when something is coming up with the commissioners specifically that
How if we have something we want to do,
okay.
what are the parameters of needing their permission? And what is the process of getting approval for anything that we would need to get approval for? Does that?
Yeah, because I would be curious to know if we have to get, like, say we wanted to do an event, or say we wanted to work with, the city on their event or whatever. I mean, would our first thing have to be to get their approval for this, then to go to the council to ask for money for that, or do we go to council to get money? Because that's how it's kind of seems some in the county in general, is you try to get the money first, and then they approve whether or not you get to do that with the money, unless I'm totally wrong, which then I would be embarrassed, but.
No, I think that's about right. What is funny is that in the square that is you on my phone, it's just your water bottle.
It's just your water.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's on the camera.
I like
Now
it.
now it's your elbow. That's it. Okay.
That's funny because on the screen, it's right on her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm on my phone. That's what I'm saying. And also, I think probably people oftentimes call in on their phones, right? So whatever view this is a little skewed. Okay, anyway, I have a long list of upcoming events that I want to go over. So for tomorrow, and I don't need anybody to go to this one because I'm going. I just wanted to amplify that Bloomington High School North has a group called Project Middle Way, and clearly it's for Middle Way House, and that's what I know about it. And I want you guys to know, and I want everyone to know how amazing they are. They have a fashion show. It's like a sustainable fashion show situation / drag show. So it is amazing. It is amazing. And so just wanted to say, amplify that tomorrow at North at 7. Then I should just pitch a tent at North, because then I have to be back there Saturday at 9 a.m. for Equity by Design. And I'm keynoting. Never keynoted before, and we're doing it. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I was going to attend the event anyway, so I'm going to go to the breakout sessions and such. Also on Saturday is Middle Way Houses. It's not our event, but Morgan Stearns does this for us for Middle Way House. Now it's annually. It's the Cafe Throwdown, and so they literally, people pay just like a nominal $10 or whatnot to enter as a barista, make those fancy whatevers that I don't, the lattes and whatnot that are like full of lactose that I can't have. And so anyway, there's judges there, people win. All the proceeds I'm able to pass around like a fishbowl or something for donations. Of course, I'm going to have a QR code. And anyway, so that's Saturday. I didn't write down the time. I think it's at 6:30 at Morgan Stearns. I also want to amplify the Daughters of the American Revolution. A friend of mine, she's half Korean. She is a DAR, and she wanted me to let people know that they are having a ceremony on Sunday at 2 p.m. at Rose Hill Cemetery to honor the people of color that served in the American Revolution, is what I'm guessing. So there's that. Wednesday, May 1st is the Girls Inc. 50th year gala or luncheon at 11 a.m. at the Far Center. I can hear Julie typing. And then May 10th is the Mental Health America Gala at 5 p.
Where's that?
I'm sorry?
Where's that located? Sorry.
I believe it's at the convention center. It was last year. Then May 15th is the Chamber's Bloomington Women in Leadership Habitat for Humanity build event. And I have to go back to April 27th is the CASA Gala at 6:30 at Ivy Tech. No one needs to attend those. I'm attending all of those except the Daughters of the American Revolution one, because Ezra has a basketball game out of town. But anyone and everyone's welcome to attend. The Be Will Habitat event is kind of in the middle of the day, so it may be difficult for people to get away from work. And I think that's all I have.
Awesome. I did want to mention, sorry, as I always forget, stuff, that if anybody is planning on taking time off this summer and will be missing some meetings, remember you can send a proxy. So would be really great and thoughtful is if you sent someone and maybe found someone that was, we've talked about, a good time to give someone an opportunity just to see what we're about or whatever. So I did want to throw that out there. as well as for our notes. Currently, our September meeting will not occur as the county council will have the Nat Hill for budget sessions. That's the email I got today. I don't know why we couldn't move locations or move dates.
You're just canceling?
What?
We're just canceling then?
That's what, I mean, that's what the email says, but I'm sure we could, we are not able to use this room for our September meeting, so we will either have to find a different day or request a different space.
Let's request a different space, please.
Yeah, a different
I
space
can.
was offered, so I'm surprised, but I can respond to Dina and ask her.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Old and ongoing business. I know, what do we have from the profile subcommittee? We have,
I feel like Maria just went through it. Right?
Maria just went
As
through
far
it.
as when we met, we were putting together the Excel spreadsheet. I added one thing to that today that I still need to add the dates to and everything for Area 10 on aging. But I feel like that's kind of what you went through as far as what we met on, and then adding to that Excel spreadsheet as far as people we're affiliated with, and then adding those events, so at least we can all have that as a resource where it's, you don't have to attend, but here are the things that we're promoting as.
And there's an Area 10 on
Women's
aging.
Commission is interested in this, and we have a representative that has an interest.
There's an Area 10 Agency on Aging event. It's not on
Well,
there yet?
right now, I just added it to the thing, and they actually are, so the month of April is awareness on safety at home. I added it to the spreadsheet, but I need to do more research. They didn't have dates on what they're doing.
Okay.
So well, I'll get that there. But as far as the profile subcommittee, we agreed to put those things in and just add the things that it's like, hey, if you have a Tuesday night that you're not doing something, here's these events, and to be able to go through them and see what our interests are.
And that spreadsheet is shared with all of us?
Yeah, on
On Dropbox?
right, Maria? It's in
So
Dropbox.
it's a Google Doc that just right now the subcommittee has access to, because I don't want everyone to feel, I want us to be able to fill that out first. The subcommittee, profile subcommittee, go through and commit to what they're going to attend. There's also tracking on there, what, you know, if we're going to make public comment, and our aim is to make public comment at council, county council, board of commissioners, and maybe city council, backing up. Board of Commissioners, County Council once a month, and then maybe City Council once a quarter. So we've committed to getting that filled out. So thank you, Molly, for starting that. Get that filled out before our next meeting. And then again, like I said, we'll go through and see what we can commit to, and then we'll open it up to the rest of the group to see if anybody can fill in, you know, if we have any blanks. And our next meeting then is May 9th.
I also want to, because I'm sorry, we had talked about this last meeting and I forgot. We had talked about every time we started talking about the subcommittee, we would also read the goal, I believe, at the beginning, so we would remind ourselves and each other what the purpose was. The profile subcommittee, the goal is to elevate the Women's Commission's profile and presence in the community and county governments. Does the profile sub have any other things they would like to report on? No? Policy subcommittee, the goal is for county policy evaluation creation using a gender equity lens. We have, I think, Maria, Julie, and Kathleen.
I have one update just about the community conversations that are happening for the IU Health Community Health Needs Assessment. So there are a lot of meetings that are being convened around town, but then we're also doing a meeting in a box, and members of the Monroe County Health Equity Council are inviting people to kind of host additional conversations. So I'm going to be one of those liaisons. I thought I would come with the packets, but I don't think they're ready yet. They were supposed to be ready yesterday. So I'll just let you all know when we have those. But the idea is that, for example, Maria at Middle Way House, maybe you can bring together, 8 to 10 clients, and it's really just facilitating conversations about what barriers they experience in day-to-day life, having to do with any issues around their health care in Monroe County. And the meeting in a box format, it just has everything there for the facilitator to be able to have these conversations. You can even ask that snacks are provided if you think that would bring more people to the table. Basically, you fill out your notes, and then they have a process where you can upload them, and or I can get your written notes and take them in person. So the more people that we can have, we have identified a spreadsheet of organizations that each one of us is going to contact, but if any of you are interested, I'll send an email when they have those materials ready to go, and then if you are interested in hosting your own conversation, I can just give you more guidance.
How long will those be available, do you know?
I think our deadline is the end of May. They want all the conversations to be done.
Okay.
And again, they're hosting at like Banneker Center, Fairview. They have Purdue Extension going out into, different, what is it, Allison Jukebox Center, just places around town. But the idea is that we had kind of an exhaustive, brainstorming session about additional organizations, but you always have blind spots, so the more people that we can invite into this process, the more voices we will have for the next community health needs assessment. And the idea is that then IU Health will listen to that feedback and have priorities for the next 3 years of their community outreach efforts. So, but it's in cooperation or collaboration with the health department, IU Health.
Is it also CJAM?
CJAM, yeah. So she's the one that's like creating the packet.
I had offered to help with this through Liz, and
Okay.
yeah, I think it's amazing.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see the results and happy to help facilitate in whichever way I can.
Okay, so even
Yeah.
if you don't have a site where you want to conduct a conversation, maybe you can just say that you want to be, everybody needs a note taker if you're not going to be a facilitator.
Mhm.
You also need people just to be there, like taking additional notes. So that's another area where people can jump in.
Do we have any other updates from the policy?
Julie, do you want to talk about your work real quick?
Is it me? Who did you say, Maria? Is it me?
Julie, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We're working on looking at the pilot counties for the IRACS program and doing, seeing if there's some questions that we can ask regarding how the programs are going there, what if any impact it's had on budgets over the last 2-3 years. I think maybe it's been a year that it's been going, so not exactly sure, but, and then other questions that we might want to ask them, in particularly with a gender equity lens. We're still forming those up. So when is when is our next meeting? That was what I wasn't sure about. Because
The 25th, next week.
oh, okay. All right.
I also want to share a little bit of detail that came our way from a couple concerned community members. To be honest, I'm just going to be real honest. I hope IRAX doesn't pick us. Whereas we weren't able to get a hold of their actual curriculum, we did get a hold of the curriculum that their curriculum is based upon. And it is very oppressive. They feel like they are going to, that criminality is a behavioral problem that they can rectify. And I think, due to our work, I think we can agree that we know that certain social constructs, trauma, etc., surviving the world, leads to desperate decisions and, things like that. And it's not a character flaw. It's not something that needs to be fixed. There are other things that need to be fixed, like housing, like, access to, accessible resources, that sort of thing. So if you want to know more about that, I'm more than happy to talk about that. I just want to let everyone know, so if it's brought up in conversation and in the community with your circles, that, we're not, we're very curious about it, and what we've heard, again, seems very oppressive and not realistic, I'll just say. Because if they think they can fix people, well, if they could do that, that would be amazing. And we know that that's not the problem. So I just wanted to put that out there to you guys. Again, if you have any other questions, let me know.
Maria,
I don't
have the curriculum.
I said I have the curriculum that the curriculum is based on that I can share.
Okay, can you, yeah.
Tiana just joined.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I guess if anyone has any more questions, because there's a whole lot of other things going on with that, with New Leaf, New Life, and what IRAX. And Julie, and do we know when we're supposed to hear from IRAX, if they choose us or not?
I do not know. I'm not sure if it was in that informational session. I don't know that it was.
Yeah, I'll ask around. And we also talked about creating a gender equity rubric.
Yes, more of a long-term goal is for us to kind of get a rubric or scorecard where we are able to review documents and policies and kind of give our, have some sort of systematic way to say this is where, you are, really responding to best practices as far as using gender equity lens, and here's where, this policy needs improvement. So we'll get on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
That was Kathleen's idea, and it was an amazing idea. I also just want to point out, let's look at Tiana. She's just living her best life at like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour track meet to watch one or two kids do 2 or 3 things for like 2 minutes. So
It's amazing.
You a mess. You're right.
I know.
Do we have any,
I just
I'd
snorted.
Tiana while she's here, for when she can't get here, and it's perfect timing, to be honest. I could jump back to policy if we need to, but I would like to, I think you guys are covered, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go to Outreach Sub. The goal is to create and maintain programs and events that support our mission. We have Tiana, Julie, and Jennifer. So what do we have? I know Molly actually sent us an email, but I'm busy. Anybody want to give some updates?
Tiana's gonna be the.
So yeah, I was trying to wait till they got done clapping. So yeah, Paul and I have to talk with Paul. We're gonna meet tomorrow because he was really immersed himself with the eclipse, so he didn't see the message that the lawyer sent. So I'm touching base with him tomorrow to get him all up to speed to get everything moving forward. So we will have some movement on it because they asked a lot of questions and I want him to answer them via me. I'm going to help him, but I want him to answer them though. So it's just like legally we're doing the right thing. Did you all see the questions that she asked? That if you haven't, I'll share it with you all.
Yeah, no, all we saw was that Molly said that we would be hearing in a week or two. That was.
Yeah. So because the lawyer sent from IU sent questions to Paul. So that's probably why we're left out of it. But I was copied on it. So I'll share in our documents just so we could all be in the loop. So I was giving him a chance to respond. And then he was like, Tiana, I didn't even see it. I said, that's okay. I'm going to talk to you about it tomorrow. So we got time tomorrow on the calendar and I'll get back with you all via email tomorrow. I have plenty of time tomorrow.
Do you have anything else you guys would like to?
I was going to say in the end, if you want me, I was going to try to pull up the email. So in the end, I can send it or talk about what the questions are here in a minute, but I have to pull it up on my phone.
No, a different one. Okay.
Do we ever find out if it's past the budget year, if they still are gonna have access to that money?
I don't know.
Money was always a question, right?
Well, no, I think when
it was a grant, but it was
when we met with I do have another update too, but when we met with them, I didn't think the money was going to be an issue. We have to ask for it again. I can't remember when Maria, remember we first met with them, talked about the funding. I didn't think the money was going to be an issue. The money wasn't an issue. And I had got some clarity. I actually met with Monica, who started the Girls Coding Camp many years ago, who was on the Women's Commission. And I got some historical perspective from her, but the way we were moving forward, she said was great. Because she started it and she gave me some ideas that I think it'll be when Jennifer, oh my gosh, my other partner in crime on this committee. Just forgive me. Your name, I just do a blank right now. When we all meet, we could talk about it.
Sounds good.
Julie, thanks. I just needed to hear your beautiful voice. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I totally spaced on your name, Julie. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm burning in the sun. That's what's hurting.
We are scheduled to meet, or are we scheduled to meet? That's another question. Do we have a meeting on the book?
No, we need to schedule. Because we put it on the books to meet the same day and time. And I know I have whatever day and time that we selected is available. I could pull up my calendar too, but Jennifer put it in her calendar as well. So we can schedule something to go ahead and meet if we need to.
I don't know which Monday, but it's like a Monday. It's some Monday of the month.
Yeah, so maybe we should see if this Monday works so we can get everything together for our next, so to give a report out for the moving along with the camp.
I feel like we should be clapping for the event.
I know. It's a lot going on.
Anything else?
I don't know.
Well, data subcommittee, we are hitting it out of the park. We are not. The goal is to become more grounded in who we are through data. I have nothing to report. Is there any follow-up on, anybody have anything to follow up before I move to public comment?
We should set up a meeting.
We should, but we can do that
Action item for the-
off books, yeah. We can talk when this is over.
And that meeting in the box prerogative should be able to like add to, right? Like when all those, that's
again?
when that starts happening and like all that data comes back, that'll be.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't think that will go to IU Health, I believe. I don't think that will be our data. But
Your mic.
But if we're helping,
Okay.
doing.
I'm going to go to public comment, and I'm just going to ask Shay here if she has anything she would like to comment or tell us about what's going on with or ask us any questions about our committee, the way we do business, or share anything with what's going on, or whatever you want.
I do say that I like that you guys have committees, especially committees that I don't usually hear of, like data and policy. I think that's really cool, and probably something that the city could implement as well. I like that. And if you guys need any support with getting the coding done, however the city's commission can help, we would love to.
Thanks. Yeah, we just switched to the subcommittee system this year, really, and it's chef's kiss, I think. It's perfect. Plus, we don't need quorum with it, so it's easier to get work done.
Okay, Susan, never say that again. One of my biggest pet peeves, and I will scroll through a TikTok faster than you can imagine if someone says chef's kiss. I hate that. Make sure that's on the record.
That's
No,
just
typing
gonna
that
say
right now.
subcommittees.
You'd like
I was
me to give you a chef's kiss when I see you next? That's funny. I know, and I've
I'm
never
married
said
to a
that in my
chef.
life, so I don't know.
what's come over you?
What?
What's come over you?
I don't know. I can't hear. That's part of it. Anybody else? Have anything? Down quick and dirty, so just that I like it. I'm gonna call, do I have a motion to adjourn? Can I just call to adjourn? I forget. I'm gonna call to adjourn. It is 8:50, 6:50, 18:15.
6:15.
It's 18:15 on my all right, motion adjourned, or meeting adjourned.
A second. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye, Maria.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. See ya.